It's Scarlight here, and welcome to another video for Blazing Storm versus the OU tier day 3. Cannot wait to get into it with these changes with Cannon and Kirito. And without further ado, let the battles begin. Our first matchup here with Probopass, Dragapult, Galarian Slowking, Dragonite, Iron Crown, and Weavile. Massive threats, definitely the Dragapult. Galarian Slowking definitely can be a very defensive threat, and Dragonite. So I'm going to lead off with Volcanion here. Seems like a pretty decent lead. Who do you think they're going to lead off with? And we could see the Iron Crown. To be honest with you, we could also see Galarian Slowking, or a nice safe play for them would be Dragapult. And no, it is the Probopass, so we'll just go straight for the Steam Eruption, which will force the Galarian Slowking. We do a lot of damage to the Galarian Slowking, so I don't think that is a Soul Fest. So we can just go for the Air Power and get a KO, hopefully. So Cannon's already showing phenomenal work, which is fantastic. Kirito can definitely sweep late game too. So we go for the Air Power, we barely miss out on the KO. They do go for the Fucusite. We will just go for the Steam Eruption again, predicting the Dragonite. And in case we get a burn. Yep, so the Dragonite does come out. We go for the Steam Eruption. We do unfortunately not get the burn. Have to switch out here, but not just yet. I'm going to go for another Steam Eruption, as they do go for an Earthquake. And we do get a crit, however, and it reveals to be Citrus. We do live on 6%. We will now just go out into Phoenix. And yeah, this is a fantastic start for us. We can either save Cannon for death far later, or bring it in against Galarian Slowking, which is slower. As they will just go for the Extreme Speed. We will just go for the Will-O-Wisp now. We could see the Probopass, and we could also see the Dragapult here. So the Probopass does come out, and unfortunately we do miss our Will-O-Wisp. So we will just go for the U-turn here, break the balloon, and go into maybe Cinder or Messi. We could also go into Mufasa. I think we're just going to go into Mufasa, as they just go for the Thunder Wave, which is completely fine. We can just go for the Flare Blitz, get some nice damage off. Could also see a switch, maybe back into Dragonite. But yeah, if we get the team severe weakened, honestly, I think we just need Probopass to get weakened, and then Kirito can just clean up. So Dragonite does come back in, which is to be expected. We can now just go back into Moltres, probably Outrage. Could also be Dragon Dance Roost. So let's see what they want to do here. They will just go for the Earthquake. We will just go for the Will-O-Wisp. Get the nice burn on the Probopass, which is fantastic for nice residual damage. We can now go back to Mufasa, as they will opt to go for False Switch into Dragapult maybe. We could definitely see Dragapult. We could see Dragonite again. Dragapult, yeah. So Dragapult does come out. Definitely want to save Mufasa, so I'm going to let Cannon go down here and see what they will want to do. They will just want to Draco. We can just go into Kirito here, and then opt to go for the Shadow Sneak or the Swords Dance. I think just go for the Swords Dance here. I don't think they would want to stay in. They most likely go to Probopass. They do. So we will just go for the Poltergeist. It's our most damaging move. See how much. Oh no, it's got no item. So we just go for the Bitter Blade here. Get some nice damage off, as they will set up for the Stealth Rocks. which does make sense. We do have Shadow Sneak as priority though, so we're definitely not out of the wood yet. If we get this KO, it will be massive for the team. But Cinder can start looking really good late game sweeper if we just weaken the Dragon Pull a bit. Dragon Pull does come out, we can now just go for the Shadow Sneak. As a reveal to Bisash, they will go on a Hex for us, but now we can just finish off with a Shadow Sneak and get the KO, and they might go into Dragon Knight and Tele normal here when Dragon Pull goes down. So they will just go into Weavile, which does make sense because they're probably just going to go for the Ice Shard here. No, they go for the knockoff. So we can now just go into Messi, go for Course Change. We are slower, but we should take... No, we do not take an offer off. So we will just go into Cinder here. Go for the Substitute. And hopefully we can win the game from this position. Especially if they switch out. Which we could definitely see maybe into like Galarian Slowking. But yeah, Cinder's our last hope, I would say. As our opponent will decide of what they will want to do. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, I changed the stats back around to what it was. I said yesterday's update video, I did 252 special attack, but then I realised that the boost energy will boost special attack instead of speed, so I changed it back. As they will now just go into Dragonite, we can just go for the Fiery Dance. Hope to KO, which unfortunately we don't. So we will just go to Phoenix here. Yeah, we have to go into Phoenix here. Oh no, I think we can just... No. So yeah, we will just go for the Flamethrower now. And if it's really up to Phoenix, we could sweep with Mufasa. But it's going to be very, very hard to do because of the paralyzation. But we can definitely still do it. We do eventually get the burn when we really didn't need it. So Dragon Pull could definitely come back out here. And no, Weavile does. We can just go for the Roost. On the Weavile. Go for the Roost again. They do bring back in Galarian Slowking. We can just go for the Flamethrower. And this is a really nice defensive role against our opponent here. They would have to go for Kill Reception here, which they really didn't. Fugicite will definitely do a lot to us, but the Galarian Slowking goes down. That is really massive. So I'm guessing the Dragon Pulse go come back out here, go for the Draco. But then again, Mufasa looks very good if they do go into Dragon Pull. And we still got our Tele intact. So this is a very close game. I'm really loving this at the moment. Nice first battle of the day. Hopefully we get a victory here. But yeah, sadly Cinder completely forgot about the extreme speed on the Dragonite. As Weavile wants to come back out here, we can just go for Flamethrower. They will just go for Triple Axle. Really risky. We do get a burn, we do get the KO, but yeah. But they might think they might have us here with Dragon Pull, but we can Tele Fairy. Yep, so we just go Tele Fairy here, go for Dragon Dance, and we get the fully power. Which definitely doesn't help us. Yeah, I think this is unfortunately over. GG, very close indeed. What could I have done there, Bella? Honestly, maybe save the Kirito for a bit later on against the Proba Pass. I think if we just saved Kirito, we most likely would have won that game, and also not let Messi go down to that knockoff. Let's go into the next one. Our next game here, and it looks to be a Sticky Webs team. We've got Gholdengo, Weavile, Zamazenta, Anomalies, Raging Bolt, and Ribombee. Massive threats, Raging Bolt. Definitely the Anomalies with the air power. Zamazenta as well. But we do have Kirito, which can help with that. Phoenix more so. Weavile and Gholdengo. So yeah, they're the three main threats I can see. They are definitely going to lead off with Ribombee here. So we could lead off with Cinder. We can go for the substitute. And really just put pressure on the opponent straight away. Because normally the Ribombee runs Moonblast, and with 4 times resist. I think it's Moonblast, Bug Buzz, Sticky Webs, and Stun Spore they normally run. So if we get under a sub with Cinder, that will be fantastic for us, as they do just want to set up the Sticky Webs. Can we get the special attack buff? We have 2 chances, as to reveal to be Psychic Noise, but it doesn't break the substitute. And we do get the special attack buff, which is fantastic for us, as now we can just Telebound, Teleblast, as they are most likely going to go for the Thunderclap. And we get the KO. As we force in Weavile, they have to go for the Ice Shard here. We can just go for the Fiery Dance, get another KO. And yet we're already looking fantastic. We can just go for the Sludge Wave here, as they are forced to body press. They do get the KO on us, which is completely fine, because now we can just go into Cannon, go for a Steam Eruption. And yes, Cinder really showed why it's so powerful. As they will just go for the Iron Defense, we will get the KO, which is fantastic for us. They will go into Gholdengo. We can just go for the Overheat here, as they reveal to be Telewater, which is a bit scary, but not by much, I'll say. So I really want to say we do have Focus Sash as well. So I will just go into Mufasa here, as they will just go for the Shadow Ball. Another one will definitely KO us from this range. The Air Balloon has gone, so we can't go for Poltergeist. So we can go into Messi here, go for the Electro Ball. Barely miss out on the KO, but it is definitely low enough now where even Cannon can just come in. Yeah, Cannon will just come in. We can just go for the air power. We will take a hit. We get the KO, and then we can just go for a Steam Eruption. They are most likely. Oh yeah. So they're probably our choice. So yeah, we do win from here. Oh no, they're physical, but we can just go into Kirito now, go for the Shadow Sneak, and get the KO. I love these games at the moment. So close and so fun. GG. And let's go into the next one. Next matchup here against the Sun team, which is and a Walking Wake, which is specifically why we have Cannon. So they're most likely going to lead off with Torkoal here. So we'll lead off with Cinder. We can just go for the substitute. We're not going sweet with Cinder, because they do have a Dragonite with Multiscale, which is a bit unfortunate. As we do force the Hatterene, which is fantastic for us. We can just go for a nice Sludge Wave. As they Steel, but now we can just go for the Fiery Dance. They will get rid of our substitute. They could double here into Walking Wake. That is definitely a possibility on their part. No, they double into Dragonite. So we do get the Dragonite here. Unfortunately, we do not get the special attack buff, but we can just go into Phoenix. Go for a nice U-turn here. So we did force a Tele, which is fantastic, especially its Steel. As we unfortunately invite the Hatterene in, and it is eject button. So we do invite the Walking Wake here. We have to go into Cannon. We have to Fairy Cannon. Definitely. So we just roll Walking Wake, and we can just go for an air power, which will invite Venusaur. We do a nice chunk of damage. We can just go back into Cinder here, as they will opt to just go for the Solar Beam. This just gives us another free substitute. No, they do reveal that they are Air Power, so we just go for another Fiery Dance. Force the Dragonite out again, which will definitely prompt us to bring Phoenix in. But this is a lot better than last time we against the Sun team, which was yesterday's video. As they will just go for extreme speed, we do get the Flame Body off, which we were hoping for. We can just go for the U-turn again. There's no reason not to. We could always go Kirito here now. Force, yeah, because then we can force our weak armor to activate, and then we'll be really, really fast. I just don't think we can outspeed the Walking Weak, so they will go for the Earthquake. We cannot take another one, but we do have the Poltergeist, and I think the Heavy Duty Boots. And we get the KO, which is fantastic for us. We don't need to let Kirito go yet either, which is fantastic because we've still got the Focus Sash, and plus the combination of Bitter Blade now, and getting our health really back to full. But yeah, this is looking really, really awesome for us. Telefairy on Cannon is definitely necessary against the Walking Wake, because the only optimal move they can go for is Flamethrower, and now they normally want Flip Turn. So yeah, I'm really, really loving these games so far. They've been so fun. I love the changes again. Sadly, Michelangelo and Jessie is gone, but they should be very, very proud with their replacements. As they will go into Torkoal here. We can just go for a nice Phoenix switch here. I see no reason not to. They'll most likely go quick Air Power, no Lava Plume. So we can just get the Roost up here. Get a nice Roost up, and yes, please set the Stealth Fox on us. And we'll just stay in here, go for a nice little Flamethrower, as they will go into Hatterene. And we do get the KO on Hatterene, which is fantastic for us. Phoenix is a massive threat to the opponent. Combination of Phoenix and Cannon alone is enough to ward their entire team. We can now just switch back into Cannon. No reason not to. And yet they do have the Flamethrower, which is unfortunate. But we can definitely keep in Cannon around, just in case. So we just go let Cinder go here. And then we can just go into Messi. Go for the Core King. They will outspeed us, but we should take at least one Flamethrower, as they do go opt to go into Venusaur. We can just go to Phoenix here because they have Air Power and Solar Beam, and then get off a Flamethrower. As they do reveal to, they do let the Venusaur go down, which is very surprising. They will bring him back in Torkoal. We can bring back in Kirito here, because we've seen Lava Plume, Stealth Rock, probably Rapid Spin. I don't know what the last move would be. As we can take another Lava Plume, so we will just go for the Bear Blade. Even though it's not going to do too much, it's nice to get that nice recovery off. Go for the Bear Blade again, as they will just go for the Lava Plume. Now we can just go for the Poltergeist, and it should KO from here, which it does, which is fantastic. Walking Wake will come back in now. I'm going to do a mid-ground play and go into Mufasa, predicting the Flamethrower again. And we do get our nice attack buff, and they do go into Flamethrower, and they definitely are choice specs. So we can just go for the Flare Blitz now, get rid of the Anomalous. And yeah, we force them to either go for the Hydro Steam or the Draco Meteor, and then Cannon wins the game from here. So awesome game. Glad I powered that so well then, as they do just lock themselves into Flamethrower and we get the KO. So GG, very, very close. awesome to see our modified team beating a Sun team. Really awesome to see that. And let's go right into the next one. Next matchup here looks to be a bit more of a stall-ish team. Or more balanced, I would say, not stall. With Skarmory, Ting-Lu, Zamazenta, Weavile, Kalim, and Galarian Slowking. Massive threats. Definitely the Ting-Lu. Definitely the Kalim too. So, with that in mind, I generally think to go lead off with Ting-Lu here. So, I'm just going to lead off with Cannon. Go for the Steam Rupkin. I know it's not going to do too much, but I really hope for the burn here. As we do force a switch out into Galarian Slowking. Unfortunately, we do not get the burn, but we can just go for the air power now and force the switch out. As they will opt to go for the Fugicite, we can just go for the Steam Eruption again. If we get the Ting-Lu wore down a bit, Cinder really does pop off this game. Again, Kaito can pop off at any point, as they will switch into Skarmory, which is completely fine. I do not mind kind of taking the Fugicite. We are a Solfest. So they will get the Stealth Rocks off, which is completely fine. We get a bit of Fugicite damage, but we can always retain them Stealth Rocks, and they do not have any Rapid Spinner. So them Stealth Rocks are very, very much here to stay. As they will go back into Ting-Lu, which I was really hoping for. We can go for the Steam Eruption, because they most likely want to set up a couple of layer spikes. Wow, that does really, really good amount. It is a 3 shot still. No, we just get the KO. Awesome, Cannon's putting in a lot of work. This is so awesome to see. As Kaelin will now come out, we can go for the overheat. I see what they will want to do. They do lock themselves in, probably lock themselves into air power. And we can just go into our Phoenix here, if they are locked in, and go for the nice U-turn, which does bring in Galarian Slowking, which is fantastic, because now we can just go into Messi, go for the core change, and yeah, that's really, really good for us. As they will just go for the kill reception, and they do forfeit the moment they see core change. Honestly, fantastic. This team's really doing really well now. Nice to just be a bit more balanced. I'm actually surprised how much Cannon is pulling in work here. And yeah, let's go right into the next one. Here's our next matchup, and most likely worst matchup. Oh, this is going to be so hard to break. We have Pelipper, Barraskewda, Dragapult, Zapdos, Iron Treads, and Ogerpod. It's a rain team against a Mono Fire team. And go lead off with Messi predicting the Pelipper. And just go straight for the Electro Ball. Again, I don't think they're going to expect it. If we could get this KO on this Pelipper, it will help tremendously. And we get the KO. Awesome. Awesome to see Electro Ball. Just putting in work, honestly. And we do luckily have Cannon for this Barraskewda. So we will just go into Cannon now. As they will just predict that, go for the CC and get the quit, which is very, very unfortunate. We will bring in Phoenix here and go for the Flamethrower. They will just go for the knockoff, get rid of our heavy duty boots. And we do get the burn, which is lucky for us. They do want to set up the Stealth Rocks before they get KO'd. And Ogerpon looks really, really threatening. As they will bring in Dragon Pull. I think I have to let Cannon go down here, as they will just opt to go for the nice Shadow Ball. I hope they are choice locked here, because we can just go for the Breaking Sweep. And by the looks of it, they are. We do a lot of damage, which is definitely needed for us. We can now just go for the Morning Sun and get all that nice HP back, because Mufasa's going to be a main opponent now against Barraskewda. As they will bring in Iron Treads, let the Iron Treads know it does not go down. So we see Knockoff and Stealth Rocks. I'm actually going to bring back in Messi here, because we should take any hit. And then go for the core change. It might force a switch out. So we go for the core change here. And they do not predict that, and they just go for Earthquake. Now we can just go for Flamethrower, get the KO, and Stealth Rocks is now on their side, which is fantastic. As Barraskewda will want to come back in, which does make sense. We can go into Mufasa. It's going to do a lot of damage to Mufasa, yeah. But we do have Phoenix, and we definitely need Telewater this one. And we can just go for the Flamethrower here, or the U-turn. I'm just going to go for the U-turn. See what they will want to do. They do opt to stay in, and they do risk the burn. Which is very unfortunate for them. But now we could go into Kirito, actually. Go for the Swords Dance. And potential Shadow Sneak win. As they will go for the Liquidation. Which does proc our weakness armor, which is fantastic. And we are now faster. So we can just go for the Poltergeist here. As they do bring in Zapdos. Probably hoping for the static. We do get the KO on the Zapdos. We do have the Shadow Sneak. And get the KO there. And we actually beat a Wayne team with a modified team. This is so awesome. As the Ogerpon will now want to come out. We can just go for the Bitter Blade here. As they do Telewater, I should have went for Poltergeist. But that still does a lot of damage. And the Ivy Culture will KO us here. But now we can just go into Cinder, go for Sludge Waves. 2 Sludge Waves and win. Oh yeah, GG. I am so happy with that matchup. I'm so happy we won the we beat the Wayne team, to be honest. Yeah, again, they really didn't expect the Electro Ball tech on Messi. Worked super well. And let's go into the last game. It's our final game here, and it looks to be another Sticky Webs team with Anomalous, Wabombi, Great Tusk, massive threat. Goldango, Ogerpon, another massive threat, and Rolling Moon, another massive threat. So again, same as last time, go lead off with Cinder. And Psychic Noise goes through Substitute, which is fantastic, and we do take a hit. So yeah, I'm very proud of these changes, to be honest with you. I think the best change we've made so far is Electro Ball Messi. Again, no one really expects it at all. You'd never see it, so it's a lovely surprise factor. Really good against our main threat, which is Dondozo. So it's just awesome to see, to be honest with you. And I also can see changing Messi's Teller into Ghost to really counter Dondozo. If a Teller goes with Body Press, they literally cannot hit us with Body Press, Rest, Sleep Talk. The very standard set. And if the Rest keeps Sleep Talk a Liquidation, we do have Cannon that completely walls it too. So we just go wait for the opponent here. I'll cut back when they have decided on their first one. Fortunately, they didn't end up playing the game, which is very unfortunate. But we got our next game here with Iron Val, Iron Threads, Garchomp, massive threat. Same with the Hisuian Samurott, Goldango, and the Dragonite. So many massive threats here. I think I've got to lead off with either Mufasa or Cannon. I'm going to lead off with Cannon because if they go into Garchomp, we do have Phoenix for safety. Massive threat to Hisuian Samurott. Massive threat, especially with Chili Scarf. So we lead off with Volcanion. They do decide to lead off with Charlie the Garchomp. As they do want to just go for the Earthquake, we will just get the Will-Wisp off. Get a nice little Flamethrower in. They probably go for the Dragon Tail here. Yeah, and unfortunately they bring out the worst one. So we don't have a Speed Buff anymore. And they bring out Kirito back to back as well, which again is very unfortunate. Go for Dragon Tail again. And bring in Mufasa. I'm just waiting for the Cinderace to come back in. No, they brought out every other member apart from Messi, which is unfortunate. We will get the roost off here. Honestly, you just gotta go for Steam Ruffian. Get the KO. That's a pain. And now they will bring in our probably worst monster against. So I'm gonna go Telefairy, because then we roll it pretty decently, and we still have is that Assault? That's definitely Assault Vest. We'll go for Steam Ruffian. As they will bring out Dragonite. Do we get the burn? No, we do not, but we can just go into Phoenix. Go for the Will-O-Wisp and just keep going for Flamethrowers. They will go for the Ice Spinner. Oh, we get the we luckily get the Flame Body. They will go back into Samurott, which is scary. I might go for staying, go for the Will-O-Wisp, as they will opt to go for the knockoff, which does make sense. So I'm just going to bring in Cannon in here, predicting an Aqua Cutter. Yep, or Laser Shell. That works too. So we will just go for the Air Power again. They will just go for another Seafoot Egg. And we need the right time to bring in Messi here. They will go for another Seafoot Egg. And then, unfortunately, we're going to go down here. I really don't want them to bring the Iron Val next. As they will just go for the Aqua Jet. They do not bring... luckily, they do not bring in the Iron Val. I am just going to our Messi here, because we should take an Extreme Speed. So go into Messi, as they will opt to go for Dragon Dance. I will go for the Call Change. We do live the Earthquake. And yep, now all the hazards are on their side. Now we can just go back into our Moltres. Our Phoenix. Go for a Flamethrower. A nice 20% damage each time. They will opt to go for Ice Spinner, but that's still not enough. And we do force the switch. And yeah, this might KO. No, barely miss out on the KO, but we do get the burn. They have to force to go to Rapid Spin here. Which is fantastic for us. As they will now bring in Iron Val. Which is quite scary. Very scary actually. We can just go for the Roost here, as they do reveal to be special, which is very handy to know. I think we can just let Messi go here, and then go into Mufasa, and we can just Dragon Dance up. They will opt to go for the Moonblast. We can Dragon Dance up. We can go for the Morning Sun. They will opt to go for Thunderbolt. And they will forfeit. So that was really good. I think we only lost 2 or 1 games today. I'll see you on the MVP screen. Very happy with this team. Cannot wait to use it for day 4. Come back to the MVP screen. And today's MVP is Kirito. That replaced Jesse and replaced the KOs. And Kirito managed to get... I believe it was almost double, just as much as KOs as Jesse, just in one league. 14 KOs. Jesse got up total to 8 with 2 days, and Kirito got up to 6 in a day. So expecting great things from Kirito in the future as well. Honestly, I'm very proud with all the members today. They've all did a fantastic job. Messi again with the Electro Ball tech. The Core Kings is so crucial against so many different types of teams, against hazard stacking teams. The reason that we don't need to worry about Goldango at all, with a Rapid Spin blocker and a Defog blocker, is fantastic. Honestly, really awesome to see. The Electro Ball tech really came in handy with the Mono Rain team today. Again, really used against Dondozo. Think about changing the Tower type again to Ghost to fully wall Dondozo as well, so we just have always a clear way to deal with that threat. But what else to say? Cannon did really amazing. Michelangelo was only on 1 KO, and I believe Cannon got 5 KOs today, if I remember correctly. So yeah, honestly, awesome to see. Really awesome to see. Cannot wait to use this team for day 4. The results really surprised me at how good the couple changes were. Mainly with Messi, and adding the 2 new members was dead crucial, especially with walking away, getting completely walled with a combination of Mufasa and Telefairy Cannon. Literally can just do nothing to the team, which is just so awesome to see. Just really happy with today's results. And yeah, with that all said, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day.